Hey, what's up, y'all? Good evening. This is your girl, Lady V, in the place to be. Anyway, I'm feeling good today. Today I start my vacation. I so in the midst of me going through my spiritual journey and everything, I realized I had to purge people, places, and things out of my situation. And in order to do that, I went through a period of stagnation. When I started to give into spirit, and spirit told me to pretty much uh to put the work in and build up my faith, and knowing that they were going to take care of my situation, take care of me, help me on this healing journey. And there was a point in my life where I had became stagnant, and I worked a I worked at a job where I was at for like 5 6 years, and I only did double weekends. So Monday through Friday I had nothing to do. I was always trying to find something to do. At first I was like, okay, I'm glad I had these days off during the week because I can go to school, I can get another job if I want to. But it didn't work out that way. And so day in and day out, I found myself redundant and doing the same mundane things from the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep. And I was very unsatisfied with life. And so I needed something to kind of like give me excitement. And so I remember making up an altar by my bedside where I burnt candles and I did rituals and I wrote affirmations and I did all those things that spirit requires us to do, you know. Hold on 1 minute, I'm sorry. I did an altar to Papa Legba. I did an altar to Azuli Frida. I did an altar to Dum Dumbala Whale, I think. Anyway, I was just so gung ho on giving homage and giving worship to the spiritual realms that I was dibbling and dabbling, okay? And so I got the intuitive go to do a lot. At the time I was thinking about nothing but money spells. I was doing money spells galore, okay? Writing numbers, writing my name on the candle, putting my essence in the candles, spit, tears, in my candle to charge it and make it my own. And I was just like so bored with what was going on in my life. I woke up to go to bed every single day doing the same shit. I was not happy. And my kids, once I started to take my spiritual journey seriously, it's kind of hard when you're around people who are not on the same path that you're on. And it's like a conflict. No matter how much I begged, pleaded, cried, bitched, moaned to my kids, they would not jump on board on what it was I was trying to do for my life, in essence of helping them in their lives. And all I remember was that part in the Bible where it said that spirit loves a clean home. They love cleanliness. They don't like filth and strife. They don't like chaos and all that. That's what brings in the negative energy. So, in order to have the high vibrational beings come into your presence and help you, you have to have a clean home. And I often found myself stuck in my room, which was pretty much the only thing that was clean in my house at the time. When I would thoroughly cleanse the house, the kids, they would not keep up with it. And I got tired of the laziness and the triflingness and the disregard and the disrespect, and I had to get to the point where I had to purge my own fucking kids out of my life. Okay? I have no regret at all. I got rid of them. And because I was like, if you're not going to be on the same page as me, if you're not going to help elevate our surroundings and you sit up here to thinking you deserve so much and you're entitled to so much and you're not trying to help in the cause, then motherfucker, you are the reason why we ain't got what we got. Okay, so I deserve happiness. I deserve to have things. I deserve to have luxury and the finest things in life. And if that means removing y'all asses out of my motherfucking aura so that I can have that aura that's gonna bring in this abundance and this prosperity, then that's what the fuck's going to happen. So I sent my kids to their brother in Atlanta. I had to get rid of them. I'm sorry. They were dragging me down. People, and I don't give a damn when you trying to be on a spiritual journey and have some peace of mind and be in a high vibrational state. You have to let go and purge your life of any and everybody who do not serve your purpose. Kids, parents, siblings, loved ones, best friends, lovers, neighbors, motherfucking strangers. I don't give a shit who it is. You have to let their ass go. Work on yourself, because if you don't have nothing to give to anybody, you know what I'm saying? Then what are you giving to someone? Nobody's replenishing you with anything. So therefore you're just giving to be given and not getting anything back in return. I couldn't have that. So I know I saw high things for myself. So I had to get rid of my kids. I sent my daughter to her dad. My sons, they were sent to their brother in Atlanta. And I traveled for work. I started my first, Spirit told me to take a jump out on faith. And because I was so stagnant and so unhappy with my job, and I started seeing signs that it was time for me to move around. And once those signs was clarified with what I needed to see, therefore knowing what I needed to do, I jumped into action. And I had always wanted to do traveling. I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for 20 years. And I always wanted to be a travel nurse. I didn't really know anybody who had did it, so I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know information about it. But Spirit told me to have faith in them and jump out on a limb and put everyone to the challenge. I had to put my son, my oldest son at the time, he was 23, 24, something like that. I had to put him to the test to see if he could take care of his younger siblings, who at the time was like 16 and 10. Okay. And in 2019, February of 2019, I accepted my first assignment and I went to New Hampshire, the East Coast. First time being on the East Coast other than the Southern East. First time being to the ocean. I had a great time there. The East Coast is a little ratchet though. They have some things going over there, a lot of racism. But it was I'm protected. Spirit protects me. Okay. My spirit team is on point. They watch over me, keep me out of harm's way. My guardian angels, they got me. So I don't be worried about nothing. But I was so fearful at first because it was like the unknown. What do you do? How do you handle yourself? Like I said, I didn't know anybody who to go to get answers on how to handle leaving and going to another state that you've never been to, a state that you ain't never heard of, and these assignments are like 3 months at a time. So it was like, I really had to take a jump out on the limb to gain my prosperity. And all Spirit wanted me to do was listen to them and obey them. And that's what I did. February 2019, I will never freaking forget. I had my first assignment in New Hampshire. It was it was pretty cool. Okay, I met an awesome woman that happened to be my Airbnb host, and it was just I have nostalgic moments, even though I think I've been telling y'all about the negative nostalgic moments, but I have good ones too. Like I actually have good memories now, versus before I started this spiritual journey. I used to have nothing but negative memories and negative thoughts and shit like that. But now I can honestly say I have positive memories that put a smile on my face when I think about them. And so I was there in New Hampshire for 3 months. And my this was the year that my mom had made my uncle in California. He was in San Diego. He was retiring from the military, and she had booked a a trip for me and my kids to go to his ceremony in San Diego. And it was a week off that I had to take, and that's the first time I came to California and in a long time. I had lived here when I was younger, but that was the first time I had came here, and we had such a good time that day. And during that time, I had fell out with my twin flame. I fell out with him. It was just like some weird shit had happened. I'll tell you about that another time. But anyway, and ever since then, I had tried to get out to here to California. And because we had so much fun, and my son had a good time. He came out of his shell. My daughter had a good time. We was in a nice Airbnb. We had family that we hadn't seen in over 20 years. And it was just feeling good. And so and in California, every corner has a damn dispensary. Okay, so we were just having fun, playing games, playing cards, doing all kind of shit. We just had a good time. And I remember we came out here to LA and we did a little Hollywood tour and shit. And so the guy that was touring with us now, I regretted that I didn't get on the TMZ tour bus, but there's a reason for everything. And so the guy that was giving us a tour on the Hollywood tour bus, he had took us downtown where the stars are. He mentioned something about follow your dreams. You just never know. Your name might end up on one of those stars or blah blah blah, whatever, whatever. And so after that, Spirit told me, get to California. And I am a nurse where I have a Texas state license. And Texas it's a compact license where we can work in 22 states under a Texas license. We don't have to go into each individual state and get a license for. But California happens to be one of the states you can't do that. So Spirit told me to get my license here and try to get out here. And I worked on that. And I finally got my license. But then I had started working with another company and they couldn't get me out here for some reason. And then I had been to Colorado, Texas, South Texas, and shit like that, but they could never find the company I went with could never find me an assignment here in California, even though they promised me that they would. So I left them and went to another agency, and they got me a California assignment here in Santa Barbara. So I've been out here, and this is where dreams come true. Okay, Spirit led me here for a reason and told me that I needed to be here. I don't know. I have dreams that I want to fulfill. And my passion has always been dancing. Ever since I was in my mama's womb. And there's this YouTube video that I watch of these particular dance studios that I watched them grow up. And they be getting it out here in LA. So I had made my mind up to come out here to LA and get into one of these dance classes and dance my ass off. Okay? Yeah, that's what I do. Dancing is part of healing for me. It raises your frequency, it raises your high vibration. It makes you happy. It gives you endorphins, and it puts you in your happy place. And so I ain't gonna lie, I've been doing the damn thing. Okay. So even though I work in Santa Barbara, I come out here to LA, which is like an hour and a half away. I come out here to LA to get engaged in the entertainment. Okay. Now, because of the pandemic, a lot of things ain't open, but things are about to open up in June. So, yes, I've already signed up for, like, the dance studio that I went to were dance studios that all the stars have went to, like Chris Brown, Usher, P Diddy, Selena Gomez, all of them people, you know, danced at this studio. And they're pretty good, okay? So, it's called Millennium Dance Studio. Look it up. And they be getting it up in there. So, I have always wanted to dance. And even though I'm up there in age, I still can groove. I groove. I don't too much dance and do all the shit that these younger people do. But I be grooving. I can keep up on point. And so that is my form of healing. That is my form of release. That is my form of stepping into my purpose. And I know I'm good at it. So therefore, but pretty much I have to get in it and be in it a little bit and work myself in it to really benefit from it, because they are a little bit faster paced. Like, I went to a dance class last week, and the leg movements are so fast. They're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps are too fucking fast for me, but that's only because I haven't taken dance classes before. I'm more of a groover because I'm old school, so I don't have to do all that bouncing and all that shit that young people do, but I'm going to do it. So I'm out here now in LA, and I'm just, I'm about to go on my little trip because I'm finna go to the ATL. But yeah, I just wanted to show you how pretty it is out here. Look. Anyway, so spirit ain't done with me. There's a lot more to my purpose that's gonna meet the eye. But my main focus is to raise the vibration of love. High vibrational energies of healing and love. That's what I seek. And it's so much changing right now. So much we faced in 2020. So much we're gonna face in 2021. But it's all for our highest good, because it's time to heal. It's time to heal our wounds, y'all. Emotional wounds. Physical wounds hurt, but you can get over it temporarily. Physical wounds is what seems to be the everlasting pain that we continue to hold on to, that we have to release. So anyway, I just wanted to get that little thought out there. And I'm gonna start my day. Well, start my night, because tomorrow I'm on a flight to the ATL. Go spend some time with my daughter, kiss and love on her, let her know that she's special and she deserves love and happiness. And then I'll be back here in next Thursday. But my assignment is I feel like if I get an assignment here in LA, in the actual city of LA, it's gonna be a to be continued type of moment. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out because I'm ready to go to sleep. I gotta catch a flight at 5:30 in the morning. So just giving you a little bit of a little update, and you know, I will talk to y'all soon, okay? Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.